All right, today's video, I'm going to show you 3 ways of how to increase your occupancy, get your recertifications done, and make a lot of money for your company while always still showing you how to be a great property manager. Here on Prep and Prosper today. Let's go. All right, good morning. Prep and Prosper here. We're starting our week out at a property today that needs some help with occupancy and also with some recertifications for those that are in my affordable housing. You know what the process of recertification could be, whether you're in a HUD property or in a tax credit property. So this is not a HUD property, which is good. This is a tax credit property. So today we're going to go and help them out. We've been there a few days last week. It's right before the New Year, so it's kind of a short week. Also, another thing we're going to look at is I'm going to give you guys, I'm seeing a lot of comments on occupancy. So I'm going to give you three ways to increase your occupancy, or 3 really good tips to increase your occupancy. 3 areas to increase your occupancy. One is you have to have a really good online or social media presence. We're going into 2026. This has been this way for the last 10 years, probably longer than that. You've got to check all your review sites, your Google reviews, your Yelp reviews, your apartments.com reviews, Facebook, anything that you're on. You want to make sure that if you have a social media presence, you want to make sure that you are doing what you have to do to boost your social media presence and also boost it in a positive way. I'm not saying you got to get out there and make viral TikTok videos like some agencies are requiring you, but if you want to get your name out there, you may want to join some of these social media or online groups, get your name out there. Second thing, you want to make sure your presence is really good with your community. Your community could be, do something called preferred partnerships with businesses in the area. Do you have schools, large factories, a hospital, anywhere where there's a lot of employees? Can you partner with someone to talk to them about your property, to provide housing, or to let them know that you're running any kind of specials for your preferred partners? We're going to go into more detail. This is just the introduction. And our third one is going to be, so first you've got your social media presence, your community presence, and your third, final and not least, is your presence inside of your community. How do your current residents see you? Those are going to be your best referrals. When you run a special, your current customers, your current applicants, your current residents, they're going to be your best bet to make sure that everyone that you are referring, or if they see a good online presence, they're going to be the ones that they look at their reviews first. They know to come in the office, but they're going to look online. So you want to make sure you have those 3 areas. So today we're going to go by, meet with a couple of the leasing agents, give them some tips, work on some of their wait lists, work some files. Let's go. Prep and Prosper. I'm going to update the note from Michaela too. How the research going, Miss Keisha?
So far, so good.
You got any lates I need to help you with?
Yeah, let me look into that one. Here, this is yours. Let me,
This is Oshawa.
Not sure.
Don't know either. Alright, let me scan this over because of the rest.
Do you think we should send an email to compliance? Because you had it, it's been in here since the 18th.
Yeah, I was looking at hers real quick. Making sure you got it right, just got corrections.
Because they still hadn't reviewed it, so I'm wondering, should we either re-upload it or send an email?
Probably just send an email because I had, what that one is that's the, old units renewal.
Mm-hmm.
They said they have to do the old units renewal before we can do the transfer.
So she.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what they're waiting on to look at, and it's been in there since the 18th.
So let's send let's send an email to compliance. I'm gonna send one real quick.
Yeah, because I'm doing what they're telling me to do, but they're not looking at the file quick enough.
Okay. Yeah, because it's the 29th. Thank you.
So, the only 519 waiting on compliance to look at it. It's been in there since the 23rd.
Okay, we're gonna do one email on 519 and 329.
Yeah. And then I can do the corrections about the pay stubs. Both.
Yeah, I think she sent them.
Okay, 519.
Why is nothing being scanned to me?
They're the same thing to you.
Send something to my email.
It may be a network issue, and you may have to use the flash drives like we've been using.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't have any problems on Friday.
Oh my God, the sign.
Is there anything with occupancy you think we could work on that I need to work on this week too?
Occupancy. Occupancy.
You from this area? What businesses could we go to? Cause I know she's gonna look at the hospital, and
Right.
I'm just getting everybody's opinion.
Here's the thing, I'm wondering, cause like, when you go to like the post office,
Mhm.
if there was like a court board that people put up like looking to rent, you know, if we made a kind of like a flyer and said that, you know, we're renting, we're leasing, to give us a call kind of thing, we could maybe put something like that up. Like maybe if there was places like the post office that you can go put up a sign up, or if like, I wonder if Kroger's, because a lot of people go in and out of Kroger's.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a place that we could ask them if we could put up a sign that we're leasing.
Okay.
Like certain things like that. Because I know post office, what's other businesses that just have certain like that? And she said the hospital, okay.
Yeah, because I know I was mentioning her, they have caseworkers over there, so we're not gonna be able to post them in the hospital, but we can, I know they have caseworkers that work with people that need housing, so we can reach out to them.
Right, and I'm just wondering, like, because I know Section 8 does their own thing, but like if there was like a Department of Human Services.
It is, I told her if,
Because like in Lebanon, we have Department of Human Services where they have a lot of like businesses that post like actual flyers up in there when people go in to get their SNAP benefits or just help with anything, insurance related stuff like that for like teen care. I know like places like that you're able to post stuff like that. Because I mean, besides doing the normal social media, whether people look at it, you know, I know Miss Georgia has put out stuff like that. I'm just wondering if on like my personal page, I could put something out on my personal page / other, like, cause I'm like hip Nashville, hip all that stuff, and maybe I can go in myself, cause you know, we go in every so often and do that. We can possibly do that, because you never know, like say for instance one of my friends may know somebody that's looking for something, but they may not be on the hip Nashville or anything like that, that you just post on your regular profile that we're looking to lease.
Yeah, I would say we can bring that up on the next call, because that's what I had brought up, but I'd rather for it to bring on the call and we all can get the same answer.
Right. That's the only thing, like I've noticed, like when I used to work at, actually it was at some company, the family owned business instead of when they took them over. But they were asking like, what can we do as far as like getting more people to move in here? Because you know, obviously it's in kind of like a back area in Lebanon. It's not like you can see from the street because it's just one level kind of stuff. So then I was saying, okay, well, why don't we just do post office, any type of grocery stores that may have stuff like that, because people come in and out. Like I said, if there's caseworkers over at the hospital, Department of Human Services, I mean, just different places like that, social media. And it helped for a little bit, but it's like Facebook, a lot of times, like we try to put up when Giselle was here, try to put up a Facebook page just for us, you know, to post on through all this other hip Nashville that, you know, they're posting saying we're leasing, even the newer properties that are coming up doing that stuff. That's the only thing I can think of is like getting the word out there.
Yeah, just keep getting the word out. So
unless you go to a point like when I worked as a recruiter, I was a staffing recruiter to get people jobs for like 6 years, 6 or 7 years. And we went to the point that it may have spent a little extra money, but getting commercial out there over the radio.
Yeah, okay, the radio, like
radio, because people always listen to radio or listening to podcasts or something like that, you know, getting the word out there that if you're, you know, obviously being a hip kind of gimmick to try to get people to listen to your commercial over the radio that you're leasing, or just say that in general. You know, some people that even listen to here, they get the same radio station out in a couple states over.
Yeah.
You know, so stuff like that, to where their properties to whoever's looking to lease, and say that they're affordable housing, and some of them are regular conventional, whatever, you know, what the gimmick is. That's a way of getting it out. Because a lot of people listen to podcasts and radio all the time.
Yeah.
You know, when they're traveling, you know, especially during the holidays. They may be thinking, okay, first of the year, we need to move, or we need to find a new place to live. And then they hear the radio.
Yeah, exactly.
And they hear the commercial. So that's another option. I mean, yeah, you're spending a little bit of money, but what you're going to get back in the end of the scheme of things, you're getting more people come in and rent.
Okay.
More money in your pocket, even if you're spending just a little bit on a commercial for people to hear, because you never know what you're gonna get out there, kind of thing. So that's what I've come across over the years. So I'm gonna go back in here and look at the ones we need to get notes out to.
Yeah, and then let me know, and I can help you get those letters out. And everything else.
Because I'm gonna try to do the corrections, but the thing is, if the thing's not.
Well, what we can do here
why
is,
it's not, because this is the first time it's done that for all of us. It's not scanning over.
I don't know either. What we're doing, typically what I have to do, and I'll show her if you want to, you can scan it to this, download it, and then take this to your computer. And then you can save it to your computer. It's kind of how I do, because I can't, when I go to the property, I can't get into the printer. So you can
I've got
fix
a whole
it.
Stack.
It'll be here if you need it.
So if I
can
need it,
use
I'll
that.
grab it. Yeah, because when I start.
All right, we're here. So we changed the unit and we've submitted our new RTA. So what we're gonna do, I suggested to our leasing agent, we do need to walk the unit. We've got our maintenance guy, he's taking care of the majority of it. But as usual, we wanna just make sure everything's okay. We're gonna start right here from the right side, of course. We're gonna check the locks. So you can see that's good. We have our tester today. Yes. Go ahead. We're gonna start in the living room and then we'll move over to the bedrooms. Want to check all our outlets. Yes. Go ahead and get our thermostat going. Got it on heat. Smoke detector. Make sure you have like a broom or something, or a long handle where you can test it. And the reason why we do this, I've seen a lot of properties continue to fail our inspections right when the inspector comes. This unit right here, we've been waiting on it for at least 2 weeks now, I believe. We've changed it to this unit, but the previous unit, we've been waiting on the inspector for about 2 weeks. Usually it doesn't take this long. I'm gonna take you guys out on the balcony here in a second. Make sure all your windows are okay. They have to be able to function properly, open and close. blinds, stoppers on our windows there. Step back so you guys can see it a little better. It's our window. We'll check our balcony. We're going to continue on. Here's our kitchen. Let's get a wider view of the kitchen. So really nice. This is our 2-bedroom again, of course. Nice pantry. Again, of course, you want to make sure your doors function properly. All of your kitchen doors, every single one of your kitchen doors needs to function properly. So we're going to begin checking all our outlets here. What do you guys think about the paint choice? What would you suggest? Give me an idea. What do you think about the cabinet colors? What do you guys think? Leave me a message in the comments. I kind of like this. It's simple. Should be cost efficient. Should be able to find it at most of your local hardware stores. So I think it's pretty good. Let me know. So of course we're going to begin checking all our cabinets. You're also checking for pests, signs of pests, so bring your shop vac if you need it. Don't think we'll be needing it here. Don't have any issues. Let's check our appliances. Of course, remember in the last video, if you want to make sure your microwave works, don't just turn it on. You can use like a cup, plate of water, wet paper towel. So it's got a tripped GFI. There we go. There we go. Good job. Continue on checking all our cabinets. And it's a certain, you want to make sure all the doors are fine, but it's a certain percentage they're looking for, that if there's any type of damage, you may get an inspector that'll fill it for any unit, for any amount of damage. So just continue to check all of them. All right. Gaskets, refrigerator. These are new, so we don't have any issues there. Let's go take a look in the bedroom and the bathroom. Of course, we'll make sure it opens and closes. We just need to place that back. It's fine. Checking our temperature. So as I mentioned before, we're doing all this just to make sure we don't want to have any hiccups or delays. We hear our shower. We're letting it warm up here. Let's check our door. All right. Leave our jacket there. You have hot water. Bedroom. It's pretty decent. Let's step back so you guys can see it. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. As I mentioned before, you need a smoke detector in every bedroom. Start with our outlets. Good. All right. We're gonna continue on around. We'll check our windows. Make sure any of our outlets aren't cracked. Door. Let's go out here on our balcony. Our light. And we're checking our railing. I think we're gonna be good. I'm gonna have our maintenance guy check one thing for me. Let's check the other bedroom. Yes. I'm gonna make sure that's removed. See, this is why you check it. Just small things like this. So, we'll get that cleaned up. He's dead, that's all that matters. There's our light switch. Cabinets. Not sure why we're whistling. As long as it functions, we'll have them check it. Leave in the comments if you got any idea what this whistling sound is. It coming from the aerator here? Hadn't seen them before. Leave a comment. This toilet is a little loose. We're gonna have our maintenance guy check it. We're gonna have him check it. All right, we've submitted the RTA. For those who don't know, RTA is the request for tenancy approval. It's the form that the housing authority will send to you as the landlord or property owner, which will go over the type of unit that you have and help determine the payment that the housing authority will give you versus also what the resident will give you. If you're not on any type of assistance or housing choice voucher, this is just education for you too. If you're a landlord or real estate owner and you have rentals. This is a inspection video, and here at Prep and Prosper, where we're here learning too, and my goal is to be a national inspector. I'm also currently an operations specialist, been a property manager, and the goal is so this will help me learn the inspection process to where I can make sure that my units pass, and also I will be nationally certified too. So here at this channel, we're going to continue to grow and learn together. But we completed our 2-bedroom pre-walk for when our inspector comes through. He should be by here. This is the holiday week. He or she could be by here. We're thinking by the beginning of the year 2026. Leave a comment here about what your goals are for 2026. One of our goals is to start out the year with studying and passing the national exam too. And what our main goal too is doing our normal job is we help the properties with what needs to be done, which is raise their occupancy, which is also make sure that recertifications are completed, make sure that the managers' reports are done. Let me be there to help the managers to grow and train the staff, make sure they have really good customer interaction. Your customer interaction, how you handle your residents, they're gonna know in the community. This is gonna be big. So a lot of times you worry about your occupancy, it's how you treat people. So we're gonna continue to grow. Leave a comment, let me know. Prep and Prosper. Have a great video. Have a great day. Thank you. You said we're waiting on RTAs?
We're waiting on RTAs and order from today, and they haven't done anything yet.
Have we unit or have we walked the unit for her?
What's her unit? Because she was originally on 218, but I just moved her. Actually, I gotta put her on a unit. Okay.
And then let me know and I'll go check that unit now too.
Did you find anything at 218?
Other than with MDHA, they're probably gonna say something about the toilet is kind of loose when you shake it.
Gotcha.
Some inspectors don't care, but some of them, they're starting to check that because it'll cause a leak.
230, who's on line 234? That is Michaela Johnson. I can't move her. Let's see. Finish Dawson. This one's not gonna move in. We'll just put her on. That's D'Angelo. He's got to move it out, and that one's been vacant for 118 days.
But he's also on the RTA too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Ken. Oh, that's a different key.
It's been ready for about 56 days, it says. Or it's been vacant for 56 days, so it should be ready. But John.
Well, if they're not moving in, I'll have to walk the unit today then.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's good.
Man, it's cold out there.
Yeah, it's freezing today. Right now we're gonna work on some leasing flyers. I'm trying to get some design, and what we have what's called preferred partners. So it's not something they have here, but something I'm introducing and I've seen somewhere else. we'll find the people the businesses in the area, and we're going to take a few flyers to them. So I'm designing some now. Let's see. We're going to use Canva, the free option. So if you got any ideas of ones we can use that's not free, then let me know. Or that is free that's not Canva.
copy one.
I do not.
And I don't like the word of that either. I need one. And I don't have one. Thought I did. Wow. Okay. Quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any way that you can get into Dropbox and get a notice of vacate form? Like a standard, I guess?
Let me see if I can. You right? Did they kick us all out?
Because I don't have access to Dropbox. Only the man has to. Technically.
No, they took it from. Let me see. Phase 2 now. It's kind of midday, and now we're going to focus more on our occupancy. I know in today's time we're more on digital social media, which is our point, and that's exactly what we've been doing. But we're also going to do a little bit of old school today. We're going to pass out some flyers that we've made in the office. Part of the preferred partner program, or something that you can do, is build in your community businesses that you can really partner with. That if you're doing a resident event, they can sponsor it. Not just your vendors. We know about our vendors. We love our vendors. But not just that. But if there's like a local school, if there is a hospital, if there is a large company, Amazon or anything like that, that you could potentially partner with, find somebody in the office in human resources. If they're an agency that has caseworkers, such as a hospital or a nonprofit, get really close to caseworkers. And these preferred partners, anytime you have a special, what you're going to do is you're going to basically create an email group of each and every person that you can think of in these agencies that, you build a relationship with. And every Monday, you're going to basically send out a blast. It's your own personal blast of these people that you've built relationships with. So every Monday you're going to send out, hey, we've got this occupancy, we've got these units available, this is the community we have, or we're going to have something coming up pretty soon, or here's our resident event, would you like to come sponsor it or just be on site? You're a small landlord, find some other ones that you can partner with that maybe can provide move-in supplies, or like a furniture store, anything like that. But that's going to help you with occupancy. It's going to put your presence out in the community, because anytime those caseworkers or social workers find someone in need for housing, they're going to recommend you first. And that's what we want to do, is we want to be recommended first, not last. We want to build our strength in our community on site, but also in the community. So we're going to go ahead in the area. We're going to go pass out today. We're going to try to get out 50 flyers. By the end of the week, we would like to have at least 200 if possible. I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm not saying your company's going to sponsor you and your mileage. So I would try to find businesses that are close together, that you don't have to do a lot of driving to. If you're near bus lines, or that's why we want to have our preferred partners, because we don't have to continue this each and every week. So we can just send this out to them. So we're going to initially start. Let's go. Let's get these flyers out. Prep and prosper. Let's raise this occupancy. Let's see how this goes. Got the brisket and the brisket and the smoked sausage, jalapeno smoked sausage. Thank you. It looks great, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go for the smoked sausage first. Juicy. You can taste the cheddar. Yeah. Doesn't have like that snap or that pop you want from the skin, but it's still good. Fries. brisket. It's good. It's tenderism. Not too much. You don't want it too much. I want to have some texture. At least I do. Sweet. Good.
Okay, that's right. I'm cool with it. Thank you.
I think that brisket sandwich would be good. And next one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you're familiar with down south with Jiffy, it's like Jiffy cornbread. Not hot water, but Jiffy. Still good. Oh, that brisket sandwich. That would have been excellent. Leave in the comments if you've been to Famous Dave's. It's a good lunch. But we're still going to use this as an opportunity to grow. We're going to see if we can leave a flyer here. Get a little information.
Man, if they're good.
Everything is great, man. It was wonderful.
Would you have sausage, man? That sausage is good.
Sausage and the brisket. So
You'll be able to eat it. Are you in a box?
yeah, I'm gonna take a
might
box.
as well, dude, because shoot, that little bit right there comes whenever you like to nibble on something.
Mm-hmm. That is good. That's good. Uh-huh.
That's what I had last night for dinner. I took home the sausage,
Uh-huh.
brisket, pork.
There you go.
That's what I had.
I appreciate it.
No, man. Probably.
I work for an apartment complex down the road, so we're running leasing specials. So if any of your employees need apartments or anything, send them down the road to us at Hermitage Flats.
Is that towards like the Walmart area? Like,
Right, go up Central Pike. Mhm.
Okay.
Send them right to us, and we're always. I have a couple flyers. I don't have them with me right now. I'll bring them right back in too.
Okay,
But if
yeah.
y'all definitely need somebody running leasing
I always hear
specials too.
people talking about it.
Mhm.
I always hear people talking about
Well,
this and that.
and we're trying to get it a little, straighten things out.
Yeah.
Get a
Brand
little
new?
better. Yeah, it's a lot of, most of them are renovated and brand new apartments.
Okay.
They're going to be, so.
What, 1, 2, 3?
Well, right now we're running leasing specials on 2 and 3 bedrooms, but we do have 1 bedrooms. I think we currently don't have any ones available, but we do have 2 and 3 bedrooms.
How many
available.
units?
I know with 2 bedrooms we have roughly 10, and with the 3 bedrooms probably about 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, man. Sounds
I
good.
appreciate it.
I'll let people know what's going on with it.
I always try to give housing, or if they want to move, and get
What's
us-
the twos? What's the twos around $2,000?
No, 2 bedrooms are 14,
14?
40, right around 1,400. So,
Yeah, not bad. At
Uh-huh.
all.
so, yep, there you go.
All right, yes, thank you.
Thank you. Payment time. Just finished our lunch at Famous Days. Pretty good. It was a good deal too for a lunch special. I would definitely check them out. Seemed like the brisket was pretty good. We had the smoked sausage, but we also use it as an opportunity to promote our property, discuss our occupancy. We talked to the manager in there. We're going to take some flyers back in there now. That's why always take your flyers, always have your flyers. Even in today's time where everybody's like social media, we're definitely going to still use our social media. But if we're going to go to lunch, we're definitely still going to use it as an opportunity to kind of promote the property, hopefully get some applicants, or just increase our, who knows, maybe this restaurant will promote our next resident event, or give us some free food. We love free food. But let's take these flyers back in there and see how